I know I'm probably just getting a little bit older. I mean, we're all getting older by definition, but I sure do remember when things were a lot better. I actually remember when Black Friday was like this cool tradition where like all the women in my family, we would get the paper. The paper would get delivered on Thanksgiving Day somewhere in the afternoon, like 1, 2 o'clock. Somebody would go down to the mailbox, get the paper. All the women would kind of huddle around it and make a game plan for Black Friday the next day. That was 15 years ago. That was a long time ago. Sometimes I guess as you get older, you forget how long, we're in the internet era. So time passes like so much quicker, but you forget just how long stuff was, but it was a fun day. All the women, they would get coffee, they would go stand in line for crap they don't need. Now Black Friday basically runs the whole, the whole month, and it's not important. And people are getting stabbed and robbed, and Walmart's on complete lockdown, and Walmart customers are melting down. I want to take a look at kind of the sad state of Black Friday. I do have a friend who is a long sponsor of the channel. I want to give him a shout out because I know he was having kind of a tough go of it with tariffs and stuff. But you guys remember Sheath, right? Sheath Underwear. They're a longtime sponsor of the channel. He has a Black Friday sale. I just happened to ask him, and they have a Black Friday sale, promo code BF25 for 40% off. And I absolutely love their products. And ladies out there, for Christmas gifts, for their husbands, like the Sheath product is absolutely amazing. So code BF25 for 40% off. I just wanted to, do some Christmas cheer and shout them out. Fellas, if you need to stock up, their stuff is really good. Bamboo, it keeps you cool, all that kind of stuff. So sheathunderwear.com and promo code BF25. Now, I remember Black Friday at Walmart because I actually worked at Walmart during Black Friday, and I worked in electronics on Black Friday. So I was in the war zone. This is what Black Friday now looks like at Walmart. Everything behind glass. Even headphones that are just $5.99. Everything's locked up. Everything. Now, I don't really think we ever lived. I mean, in the 50s, maybe we had a high trust society. But with the combination of basically the social acceptance of shoplifting, ever since after the lockdowns, ever since after the COOF, we just accepted shoplifting. When I worked at Walmart, I worked in the Janesville, Wisconsin Walmart. It's actually a supercenter now, but I worked there before it was a supercenter. We actually had a loss prevention officer who was a police officer, and we prosecuted shoplifters. Otherwise, for the most part now, they don't prosecute shoplifters anymore. I couldn't even, when I worked in electronics, we didn't even have most of our video games behind glass. Now, if you want to buy a $5 headphone, you have to locate the one employee that they have working, and they have to unlock it. Like, routers, literally everything's behind glass. $5 headphones behind glass. This is Black Friday at my Walmart. Everything is locked behind glass, even $5.27 headphones. No one's even here. It's completely empty. When I was growing up, it was packed on Black Friday and nothing was locked up. What happened to America? Well, retailers have also drastically changed kind of how they deal with Black Friday, how they do Black Friday. And so that's part of it. They do a lot of it online. But another big part of it is shoplifting. And probably a lot of the illegals are staying home. I'm not sure. But then look at this. Walmart shoppers rage after waiting for 65-inch mac and cheese box only for it to sell out in seconds. What? What's going on with this? A 65-inch mac and cheese box? This is probably only for TikTok dorks.
65-inch box of mac and cheese on Black Friday. Here I am for scale. They just sent it to me. It's going to be one of the biggest doorbusters of the year.
Oh, yeah. So they're just, yeah, okay. So they promote it ahead of time.
Like what? Wait until you see what's inside here. I'm just
I imagine mac and cheese. How many boxes is it?
Yeah, there are 65 boxes of mac and cheese in here. I was not prepared.
That's it? 65 boxes only fit in there? That can't be true. I would think that hundreds of boxes of mac and cheese would fit in there.
Here it is. It's literally the size of a flat screen TV.
There's probably a spacer in there.
65-inch flat screen, that is. Oh my god. As it says on the back, this may be the best Black Friday deal ever. If you're looking to buy it, you can do so. It truly is a doorbuster like the days of old Black.
Like, I remember, I don't know how much mac and cheese is now, but a box of mac and cheese used to be like 45 or 50 cents. Maybe, I don't know what it is now, $1. But like mac and cheese and like people raging as of Friday morning, a link to the item on the website resulted in a message that said we can't find that page. Yep. Okay. That's sold out. It's sad to say that I stayed up for this. I literally had to work tomorrow. I literally had it in my cart and it sold out while I was hitting the finish button. What even? What annoyed? I mean, what happens with these online things a lot of times, unfortunately, is that they get all bought up by bots. You know, I think it is a funny gag gift. So you wrap it up, they think they're getting a TV. They end up getting 65 boxes of mac and cheese. But can you guys, like, shout out to, like, you let me know. I actually think, I love the crapperoni, we call it crapperoni and cheese here. Like, the crappy mac and cheese boxes, I love those. I could eat them 4 days a week. Like mac and cheese with hot dogs, or if I have it, Spam. Mac and cheese and Spam, I could eat 3 or 4 days a week and never have a problem with it. Like, maybe it's just because how I grew up. But like, 65, I would feel like you need 65 boxes is probably only 2 rows, maybe. So they must have a huge styrofoam spacer in here. I noticed he didn't show that. My only disappointment is that it doesn't have like 400 boxes of mac and cheese in it. I guess if you really did fill it up with mac and cheese, people couldn't afford it. Because if it's like $3 or $4 a box, you know, it'd be like $1,000. It'd be the same price as an actual TV. It's definitely a white people thing. Absolutely. Walmart customers were left fuming after finding out the Kraft's new limited edition Mac Friday box had sold out in seconds. How much was it? Oh, here. It was only $20. It was only $20, the nod to the year that Kraft was founded. So that meant the boxes inside were only 30 cents each. So not only was it a cool gay gift, but it was actually fairly priced, 30 cents a box. So that's probably why people are pissed. That's actually a good deal. I don't know. I don't have any problem with regular crapperoni and cheese. But things are different now. Look at this. This chicken outrage. Look at this lady. This broad bought every chicken in the store at Walmart, Sam's Club. She bought every roasted chicken on Thanksgiving Eve. What a twat. Look at this lady. The chick took all the chicken. Look at all this roasted chicken she bought. How many people is she having over? Mexican lady. $50 says she probably owns a restaurant. She probably owns a restaurant. She probably owns a restaurant and she's reselling this. I mean, come on. Like, you should just... One of the things that frustrated me the most when I worked at Walmart is that you couldn't say anything. Like there were people that came in and like, I remember when the Xbox was the big Christmas item, the Xbox 360. And somehow some dickwad knew they had people like in the warehouse that would tip him off to whether when we got the Xboxes. And he would come into the store and he'd be like, I know you have 2 Xboxes. And I hadn't even put them out yet. And I know that he was just going to resell them anyway. So I would purposely be like, nah, we don't have them. And he's like, no, I know you have 2 in the back. I know you have 2. And I'm like, well, I haven't gotten to unloading them yet. So you're just going to have to wait. And then he would go over my head to the manager. And the manager would make me go back there and get them for him and sell them both. Even though the guy was very obviously reselling them. Another Mexican guy, by the way. And I was like, dude, I know you're putting these on eBay for $700, so get bent. Like, I want somebody to buy them who actually wants to give this to their kid for Christmas. But no, my stupid manager, who was this ghetto guy who hated me for no reason whatsoever because I worked hard. I don't know. This ghetto black dude was like, man, go get him his Xboxes. And then what he would do is he would put them on flipping layaway so he didn't even have to pay for them. He would take them and put $5 down on layaway, list them up on eBay, and then come and get them when he got the money. He was a real piece of ish. Now, the same woman was seen handing out these chickens to the homeless. So maybe based, okay? Maybe. Here she is, handing them out to the homeless. All right, I guess I don't care about that. Good for her. I want people to realize that wholesale clubs are meant to buy in bulk. Everyone was mad at this lady for no reason. She did it for the homeless without even using it for clout, unlike other influencers. Okay, that's it. All right, good for her. We'll finish with a good story on this Thanksgiving. Don't forget to check out sheathunderwear.com and their Black Friday sale. Link in the pinned comment. And we'll talk to you again real soon.